Good evening, UNC, and welcome to Late Night. It is our first show of the school year, and I'm your host, Justin Page. Glad you could be with us this evening. We have a fantastic show for you this evening, but first, we do have some things to talk about. Some disappointing news from the weekend. As you know, the UNC football team lost in heartbreaking fashion to the Virginia Tech Hokies, 20-17. Yeah, and what's even worse, quarterback TJ Yates might be out more than 6 weeks with a fractured ankle. So now, facing an embarrassing loss, difficult challenges, and what seems to be a season doomed for failure, Carolina football fans, well, probably feel right at home. So, familiarity. You can't ever go wrong on that. And it's election season, so some interesting political news. Republican vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin recently had her Yahoo email account hacked into, apparently due to a lack of firewall and antivirus software. So if there were any doubts before, I hope that it's now perfectly clear the Palins don't use protection, okay? So kind of want to keep it arm's length right there for you. And finally, bad news for most students. New Chancellor Holden Thorpe has refused to give support to a petition that would lower the drinking age to 18. The petition has been signed by nearly 100 college presidents, including Duke's. When, upon Chancellor Thorpe's response, UNC basketball star Ty Lawson was quoted saying, "Damn, I should have gone to Duke." So, a little summer joke for you. Anyway, but that's besides the point. We have a great show for you this evening. We have some great guests from the Carolina Monkey Kung Fu Club. Very interesting. Their coach is going to be here to discuss this with us. And also from the Carolina Otaku Uprising, we have Lizard Bergen. Yes, Lizard Bergen. So, and great musical guest for you. We have from Vinyl Records, Jacklyn Lee. But before we get all to that, we're going to send it out to a few of our correspondents. We went out to the pit a couple weeks ago to see what was on the mind of UNC students. So, roll the tape.
Hello, this is Patrick Nichols with LateNight STV, and I'm here in the pit to get people's opinions. Let's see if we can find some.
Oh, I'm really excited. I watched the Rutgers game last night. That was a nice pounding. I haven't seen Carolina play that way in decades.
Decades?
Decades. No, that's not true. It's like 10 years.
That would be a decade.
Did you guys watch the game last night?
Yes, sir. I did partake.
I watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. We don't even have to talk right now. It's like.
Really don't.
Would you guys consider yourself some big-time Tar Heel football fans?
Definitely. Of course. I'm a bigger basketball fan.
Bigger basketball fan? Well, I mean, that's not really that surprising, honestly. What did you think about the game last night? Did you think the Heels played pretty well?
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting them to come out and play as well as they did. But, we played really good in all aspects of the game.
Yeah, the linebackers, they looked pretty good last night, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
So inappropriate in many ways.
But you didn't see the hits. Oh man, they were doing pretty.
Who's your favorite player?
Probably right now, probably Sean John or Tate.
Sean John or Tate, Brandon Tate, guy basically scores all the points.
Are you interested in politics? It's kind of a hot topic these days.
Well, here and there, everyone's interested in politics,
I'm Obama all the way, man.
Obama all the way, Barack to the future.
Barack to the future. Barack and roll.
Barack and roll. Well said, sir.
I don't really like Barack Obama. What really makes you like him?
Well, first of all, I'd like to tell everyone to get your mama to vote for Obama.
Now, who are you thinking about voting for? Do you have any idea?
Completely undecided.
Undecided, really? So, you are moderate?
Yeah.
Now, I hear this change all the time. Like, what kind of change are we talking about?
Changing gas prices, college tuition.
The war in Iraq.
So, how do you think, he'll be able to change the gas prices? Is he going to be able to physically lower the gas prices? I don't know. I thought, people, really adamant, and they want to get people to vote for who they want because they want that person to be their next president. Don't you think so?
Yeah, no. I really dislike John McCain and Sarah Palin.
So you'd just be voting, it's a vote against them, basically, really?
Well, but I also like Barack Obama.
Are you interested in telling me who you're voting for?
Yeah, not really, actually.
Oh. Jeez.
Epic fail, reporter man.
All right, I'm over here with the UNC Dance Marathon people. just asking how they're doing. I like y'all shirts. I mean, DMX right here. We big rap fans. There's this, you know.
These are from last year. Last year was the 10th annual dance marathon, so it's DM10.
Then I understand maybe someone was basically complaining about you on the convention board. What's up with that, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, they said that, I think the quote was that they would trip me the next time. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Whoever the kvetcher is.
Whoever the kvetcher is.
All right, so I'm here with, what's your names?
Molly, Sarah, Nikki,
Gabby.
And they're representing the UNC dance marathon. They're gonna throw us, you know, some little dance moves here. So I got a beat going for them. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Yo, are you surprised that you don't get a bigger crowd? Because, man, I was over there, and I find this very interesting and very intense.
I think we're a little intimidating.
Intimidating? You think that's it? Okay, I got Will. You intimidated me, but, you know, it kind of make me comfortable right now.
Okay. I mean, I'm not in my Foursquare persona.
No, I got you. I'm sorry. I kind of just took this 9 stages into awkwardness, so sorry about that. But anyway, so, yeah, thank you. We're going to try to film some of the game here in a second.
You should come play.
I should play?
You should play.
Save the kid! Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right, well, thanks, guys. You know, it's always interesting to see what's on the mind of UNC students. Well, that brings us to our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the coach of a very interesting organization, the Carolina Monkey Kung Fu Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program, Mr. Einar Pulsar. So, what in the world is this? Like monkey kung fu? I mean, I've never heard of this, but explain. I mean, it sounds very interesting. How would you describe monkey kung fu?
Well, monkey kung fu is a martial art like many others. It's specifically Chinese. The style we are doing is a traditional style, which means that its history goes back many hundred years. Basically, Kung Fu is a very wide martial art. There are so many styles, like 300-400 different styles. Ours is specifically monkey.
So are there any other animal styles? Like, do we have any squirrel,
many
hamster?
Probably, honestly. But there are many, like the basic, but most people who do martial arts know snake, crane, tiger.
Tiger?
Tiger.
Oh, okay.
There's this 5 original animals that they call the Shaolin animals, and that's the snake, tiger, dragon, crane, and leopard.
Crane, do you think is it just me or does the crane seem a little out of place right there? You got some pretty vicious animals, and you have the crane.
Oh,
I mean,
I guess you haven't seen Kung Fu Panda yet.
No, I actually haven't. I gotta
it's
get on that.
It's just an animated movie, but
yeah.
they actually have a crane in that too.
Oh, okay.
You can see how vicious it gets.
Okay.
But yes, you wouldn't think, but a crane can fight really hard and aggressively. I guess you can probably look at a nature movie about it, but if you look at like Shaolin monks using these styles, it's pretty interesting.
Not many of those around here. But,
No.
anyway, what would you say distinguishes monkey kung fu from other styles in particular?
One thing is it's very rare. You don't find too many monkey schools around, not just in the US, but around the world. As far as I know, there are only like 1 or 2 more in the whole States. It's kind of a hard style to do because it requires a lot of strength, very strong foundation in conditioning. For example, because the style imitates the monkey's movement. That's why it's called monkey style. So you're trying to apply the monkey's movements to a human body. So you're not going to move exactly like a monkey because we are humans. But you're going to try to get as close to it as possible. And because you're imitating monkeys, you're going to be down close to the floor. So you're going to be bending your legs really low. And at the same time, it has a lot of acrobatics. So you're jumping a lot, hopping around. So.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like, I mean, like, you guys just basically look like a film in a Planet of the Apes or something, kind of, right?
Yeah, if they would be fighting in it, yes.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, what would you say the main goals of your club are? I mean, I'm sure that not many people have heard of it, but if you need to explain to students what the goals of your club would be, how would you describe that?
Mainly, I think the goal of the club is just to introduce students that there's such thing as traditional kung fu, there's such thing as monkey kung fu, and all of its other side concepts like philosophy of it. Kung fu has a kind of a religious and philosophical background too, because like many of the kung fu styles are Taoist based. Some of the kung fu styles like Shaolin kung fu is Buddhist based, but at the same time, because it came from a Chinese culture which has very strong philosophical and religious background, you know, it all is building into it.
Okay, all right. Well, what do you think attracts students to your club? Like, what do you think students are looking for when they walk into the Carolina Monkey Kung Fu Club?
I think the first thing is its name.
Mm-hmm.
So I think most people who haven't seen what we do, they just say, Monkey Kung Fu, what? Just like you said, what is that?
Yeah.
So they come down and look at it, try it, and some of them actually think that it's really cool and I want to keep doing it. And many of them unfortunately get scared from it because it does require relatively hard work.
Okay. Well, if there are any interested students out there, what would you suggest? How can they get involved into your club when you guys meet?
We actually meet every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at the underground multi-purpose space in the student union at 4:30. Okay. So if anybody's interested in just come down and try it out or just take a look at what we do, they are welcome. Also, I'm in the process of setting up an actual open listserv, which is most likely going to be Carolina Monkey Kung Fu or something along. So if they do a search in the listservs for Kung Fu, I'm pretty sure it's going to come up.
All right, well, thank you. Well, I understand you're going to show us a demo a little bit later.
Sure.
But first, we're going to send it out to the, we have some other correspondents. Earlier this week, the RHA put on the Game of Life in the Pit. So we're going to go out to them and see how that went on.
What we've done is we've set up a game here in the pit, which asks some different questions, gives out some different information about different groups of different socioeconomic statuses. And what we're trying to do is just show kind of how that affects people, how that affects different individuals in their day-to-day life. So we've also incorporated the life squares into the game, which basically emphasize different choices that different people have to make based on their socioeconomic status.
Which of the following does not have a farmer's market? Scarborough, Meadowmont, Raleigh, or Southern Village?
Yeah, Scarborough I know has one.
Raleigh has the state.
And really this is just to kind of bring an awareness to the campus, an awareness to different people who maybe haven't had these types of experiences, so they can see what it's like to walk through a day-to-day life in a person of, say, a lower socioeconomic status.
As of 2004, what % of North Carolinians have lived below the poverty level? Is it 4.8%, 13.8%, 6.7%? 13. It is 13.8, so that's correct. And it's 2.2% higher than the national average.
It seems to be going great so far. We've got a lot of people out, and we're really hoping to make an impact here in the community.
The game of life is not a trivial pursuit. The game of life is not a trivial pursuit.
All right, well, that was a great demonstration from the Carolina Monkey Kung Fu Club. Very interesting club. Well, that brings us to our next guest. Our next guest is secretary of the very interesting Carolina Otaku Uprising Anime Club. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program, Lizard Bergen. So, you are secretary of COOP, which is, as I just said, Carolina Otaku Uprising. So could you just tell me a little bit about your organization? What do you guys do?
Essentially, every Tuesday night from 7 to 10, we get together and we watch about 6 episodes of anime.
Really? Well, what is, I think the general consensus is that it's cartoons, but can you basically explain to the average viewer what anime is or how it's different from, say, Looney Tunes?
Well, generally, the primary difference between anime and American cartoons is that anime is Japanese. The Japanese tend to take their animation a little bit more seriously, so you have a wider range of genres. So instead of just, children's cartoons like you have in America, you have everything from adult police sitcoms to the, children's fighting shows.
Okay, so do you think that would compare to like how we watch Family Guy and stuff? In a way, maybe, a little bit?
Yeah, although there are also serious adult shows as well.
All right, let's see. What's your favorite? If you had to pick, don't want to put you on the spot.
My favorite that I've seen recently has to be Gurren Lagann, which is about big robots fighting, but it's very well done and,
Japanese big robots fighting?
Yeah, it's rather traditional, yeah.
Anyway, well, how many group members do you have? Like, how big is your organization?
Usually meetings get anywhere from around 20 to 30 people. If we have a special event or something, then we might get more.
Right, well, do you guys participate in any off-campus activities? I was looking at your website, actually, and it said something about you guys go to a convention. What's that all about?
Well, we actually, we're lucky to have a local anime convention. That's where people get together for a couple of days and just, spend a lot of time talking about anime and meeting other people who are interested in it. And we, as a club, have been very involved in that. We have actually, for several years, we've done Iron Chef competitions, and we even do original musicals. I'm wearing a shirt from the last one we did, which was called Jet, and it was about the Jet exchange program where people go to Japan to teach English to the kids there. And it was a comedy, and we performed it for the attendees at the convention.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Where is this convention?
It's actually in Raleigh. It's going to be at the Raleigh Convention Center on Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Do other schools participate in it? Do other schools have anime clubs like, say, State or Duke?
State and Duke do not actually participate. We are the biggest, school anime club in the area.
We're just that much better.
We are that cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, when did your club begin? How old is it?
Our club actually started in 1997, so we have a 11-year tradition.
Jeez, well, has it gotten bigger over the years?
I'm actually not sure how our attendance has fluctuated, but we're usually a pretty big, enthusiastic club. It's got a strong internal atmosphere, and everybody's has a good time.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Well, I'm sure, we'll see, I was unaware of your organization. I'm sure there's plenty of other students out there who are also unaware, but at the same time, I'm sure there's plenty that are interested. So, what would you say to those members? What's some information they could get to get involved and see what you guys are all about?
Well, there are 2 good ways to get involved. One is to go to our website, which is unc.edu/coup, that's C-O-U-P, as in overthrowing the government. And the other way is just to stop by one of our meetings. Every Tuesday, Hamilton 100, that's the big auditorium right behind Lenore, and just stop by. We'll be glad to have you.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Sounds very interesting. We really appreciate it. Well, that's it for our guests for the most part, except for our musical guest coming up in just a few minutes. But first, my partner in crime, Patrick, has a very interesting top 10 for everybody.
All right. Here is the top 10 ways that the university is trying to kill us. Top 10 ways that UNC is trying to kill us. Number 10, asphyxiation on the overcrowded P2P. I guess even freshmen need to breathe. Number 9, aggressive bicyclists. You're just going to class, guys. It's not the tour to UNC. Number 8, not allowing students to smoke on campus. Number 7, evacuating for a fire alarm at 3 in the morning. During a hurricane. Number 6, bees and overly friendly squirrels. You know what they say, if the anaphylactic shock doesn't get you, the rabies definitely will. Number 5, cafeteria food. I don't think it's a coincidence that they serve meatloaf the day after hamburger night. Number 4, constantly tripping on uneven bricks. Number 3, the dorm rooms have asbestos in the walls and ceilings. Seriously, that's not even funny. That's just dangerous. Number 2, campus health. No, I'm not pregnant. I've just got a sore throat. Can you help me? And finally, of course, number 1, the football team making everyone want to kill themselves.
Wow. I never realized how much our tuition went to trying to kill us. But I guess that's just the way it is. But on a more positive note, we have a great musical guest for you tonight. We have Miss Jacklyn Lee.
You are quite a beautiful boy, and no one's gonna fool you tonight. And though I can be a beautiful girl in front of you, I would never try, I would never try, I would never try. 'Cause it don't feel right, it don't feel right. Oh, here is a list of things that I have accepted. The old are so old, their innocence rejected. Extremes go reeling out like a green light on my dock. I feel obliged to take a walk and get lost in the fog. Oh, whither should I love, lust, oh, whither should I care? You are a gold-plated disease, like some game show host to spare. You are so shiny, gleaming bright, like a new teenage surprise. You are a new teenage surprise. You are a new teenage surprise. Touch your beard, we go exploring near the river's edge in the morning. Oh, hurry up, it's time, you say. Oh, hurry up, it's time, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, whither should I love, love? Oh, whither should I care? Oh, whither should I love, love? Oh, whither should I care? Oh, whither should I love, love? Oh, whither should I care? Oh, oh.
All right, that was great. That was great. Thank you so much. Jacklyn Lee, where are you from?
I'm from Salisbury.
Salisbury?
Which it's in the Piedmont. It's sort of north of Charlotte.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. But
Elizabeth Dole.
there we go. Anyway, so I don't know. Could you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, I don't know. I heard something about maybe vinyl records or something.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing music since I was 16. But recently I've been involved with Vinyl Records, the student-run record label on campus, and they just started last spring, and they are having a performance showcase on this Friday, at 7 in the Cabaret in the Union, and I and 5 other artists are going to be performing, battling to the death to get one of 2 record deals that the label is offering this semester.
It's a big event for you this Friday then.
Yeah, I guess it is. I'm so overwhelmed with school that I don't really think about it like that.
I'm sure you'll do great. But I understand you're going to play one more song for us. But as for us, that's going to do it for us on our first episode of Late Night. And Jacklyn is going to close the show for us. So thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Of sound, are there cicadas in the clouds? Oh, heavy mountain bomb, I scratch in thick mosquito fog, the holy rattlesnakes of your eyes have gone asleep under a rock. It's 7 down on the broken street, but I'm climbing hills and the bump, bump, bump. Your body rattle in the truck as I drive it to the top, to the top, to the top. Oh, now you go to rest in the landfill lot, in the landfill lot. Oh, mothers, run to your sheriff's house. Oh, run to your daddy's bed. The trees shadow like steeples on the lane. Oh, come back in summer past, oh, winter, my mundane dreams, and go forgive the prisoner you couldn't have. The rueful rush of wind through my windows makes no trouble hole in my head. The stars adorn the sordid night like a smile. It's 7 down on the broken street, but I'm climbing hills and the bump, bump, bump. Your body rattle in the truck as I drive it to the top, to the top, to the top. Oh, but the willow soft cicada hum assures my calming's night, my calming's night. Oh, because the earth embraces you. Oh, the earth embraces you.